Have you ever felt like this? Nervous about your first day of college, the first day of class, or even college in general? Don't feel like you are the only one who has ever felt like this. Many students every year walk into a college classroom and start to doubt themselves. Some may even think, am I smart enough to go to college? Or, college is going to be way too hard for me. But today, I am here to tell you that you are smart enough to get through college. And even though it might get tough, you can get through it. With these helpful tips I'm going to give you today, you are going to be able to get through college. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how to succeed in the classroom, how to have good time management, how to create good study habits, and how to juggle being a good student and having a social life. By the end of this video, I hope to help you feel less like this girl and more like a champion. The first tip is how to be successful in the classroom.
On December 7, 1941, the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor.
As the teacher is talking, let's take a look at what her students are doing. The girls in the back are talking to one another about the next episode of Grey's Anatomy. They don't have a clue what the teacher is even talking about. For all they know, the teacher could be giving them answers to their next test. Are these girls being successful college students? This student is more focused on her phone than on the teacher. Is this student being a successful college student? This student is very engaged with what the teacher is talking about and is taking short, precise notes. Is this student being a successful college student? Now it's your time to decide who is being the more successful college student. Take a minute and decide who you think is being the more successful student. Is it A, the two girls in the back, B, the girl on her phone, or C, the girl in the front paying attention and taking notes? If you chose answer C, you are correct. This student is being very engaged and being a successful college student. This is what it takes to be successful in the classroom. The next tip is how to have good time management.
Hey girl, what's up? A movie? Tonight? Man, I don't know, I have this paper to write and math homework to do. I know I need a break from this homework, but I really need to get it done. Well, what time is the movie? 10? Oh, let me think about it. Can I call you back in a bit? Okay, I'll let you know. Okay, bye.
This student has two choices. The first one is she could stay home and finish her homework, get a good night's sleep, and be ready to turn in her homework for her 8 a.m. class. Her second choice is to ditch the homework, go to the movies with her friends, stay up the rest of the night, and not get very much sleep. I want to give you a few seconds to decide what would be the best answer. Got an answer? If you chose the first choice, you are correct. Sometimes we have to make choices in our life that are going to better our future. So sometimes that means saying no to your friends because right now, school is more important than going to a movie. Think about your future. Also, if you can get a good night's sleep, that is also very important. Not just for your future, but for your health. So now, let's see if this student makes the best choice.
Hey girl, it's me. Yeah, sorry, but I'm not going to be able to go to the movies tonight. I really need to get my homework done. How about next time? Alright, sounds good. Have a good night. Bye.
Another way to manage your time wisely is to get your homework done. This student is deciding whether or not she wants to watch a movie or get her homework done. The best thing to do would be to get the homework done. Make a goal for yourself. There is nothing wrong with rewarding yourself after you're done with your homework. The next tip is creating good study habits. When studying for a test, it's really important that you find a way that works for you. Some people like to work in complete silence, some like to study with a little bit of music in the background, and some people like to study with lots of noise. This is when you need to find out what your style of learning is. For me, I studied best when I was in my room by myself with a little bit of music on in the background. It took me a little while to figure out what my learning style was, but as soon as I did, studying became more and more easier. Not that the studying was easier, but the way I studied was. The last tip is how to juggle school and a social life. Being a good student and having a social life is one of the toughest struggles. You want to be able to hang out with your friends, but at the same time, you need to get your homework done. Just like in time management, as a student, you need to make sure your schoolwork is done before you can go off and have fun. To give yourself a reward, tell yourself, once I get this homework done, then I can go to Sammy's house. Nothing is wrong with hanging out with your friends, but make sure your work is done first before you go out and play. If you have a paper that's due Sunday night, make yourself get it done on Saturday, so on Sunday, you can have time to relax. Again, time management is key to juggling a school life and a social life.
Now that I have given you the tips to being a successful college student, I want to challenge you to put some of these practices to use. Maybe you need to work on your studying habits, or maybe you need to work on your time management. I want to challenge you to better yourself. So with these tips I have given you today, you should be able to become a successful college student. If I can do it, then you certainly can do it. And remember, only you can better yourself.